Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, 120 euros. Inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
That is the funniest clip I've ever seen on football content, by the way. And he nails it. Big up to my Argentinian friend screaming his head off about what he's watching. That can be used every single Premier League game, pretty much, because the league is shit. And 2 of the top 4 teams put on a bore fest yesterday. We then watched La Liga. Well, me and Matty did. I don't know about you three. But we then watched Atletico Madrid against Barcelona, 2 of the top 3 teams in that league, and watched an absolutely unbelievable game of football. Players that can trap a ball, players that can cross a ball, players that can score from 30 yards, 20 yards. They can whip ball through the eye of a needle, control level 100. It is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, smash the likes up. We've got loads to talk about. Eddie Howe's now equaled Arteta on trophies since he's been at Newcastle. He's also been to 1 final more than him and been there 2 years less. What phase is he in? How are you, Jezza?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been one of them days today. You know how things, honestly, I do out today, but never mind. We watched history yesterday, guys. We actually witnessed history. Seeing Newcastle win that first bit of silverware in 68 odd bloody years. Privileged to watch. Great cup final. They were up for it. Fantastic. Loved it. Pity Arsenal can't do the same, guys. We could have been there, gentlemen. We could have been there. But, nah, we didn't bother, did we? It's not, come on. It's not important, the League Cup. So, yeah, we binned it again and go another season without silverware. Hey.
Heads up. On to the next. DJB, how are you, mate? How's your Monday?
All right, mate. Yeah. Busy day. Waiting for this spring to actually kick in. It's a bit cold, but hey ho, it's dry. Sort of getting over like yesterday's game. It's gonna be. That's how it's going to be for the rest of the season. I feel. 2 teams, one happy to be in the top 4, made improvements. I.e. Chelsea from last season and the season before, so they'll be happy with the Champions League. And Arsenal playing realistically, knowing they've got no chance of winning the league. So, yeah, it was a bit of a snore fest, really. Nothing much going on, but it is what it is, and that's where we are, my friend. Then I came home. I watched a Newcastle and Liverpool game. I watched a team and fans where a cup meant absolutely everything to them. And I know there was a bit of nostalgia that they haven't won anything in 70 years, so you'll get fans turn around and say, well, of course they're going to take it serious. They haven't won nothing for 70 years. Well, the way this club's going, we could be in the same boat. We're on 20-odd years at the moment without winning anything absolutely major. We're already looking at the Carabao Cup at the start of the season of 1 to win. So, no, real talk. I mean, to me, that was the most realistic trophy that we could have won this season, bearing in mind the signings we made and this manager. So, yeah, onwards and upwards, my friend.
Yeah, man. Matty, we were bored out of our box watching that. How's your Monday gone? Has it been less boring?
I'm like DJ, a little bit busy today. And I'm in total agreement. I think what we saw yesterday is going to be what we're going to see for the rest of the year from Arsenal. There's talk today that soccer's going to be rushed back for the return leg of Real Madrid. He doesn't need. He's not the one that everybody needs to be calling back. They need to be calling back TT Henry. We need to go back to the red current kits.
Yeah.
See if we can get some of that soil from over at Hybrid. We're gonna need a lot of that old school to get past Real Madrid this go around. It won't be as easy. But yeah, I'm good, brother.
That's good, man. Kenny, you look like you're ready for business. You look very very focused and switched on. How's your Monday been? You didn't been jogging?
No. Like I said, I've went on a long walk, had loads of things to do. You know, I'm just. The thing that kept me going yesterday is that for the first time, I didn't feel like it was only us who were dissatisfied with what went on yesterday. Proper gooners. Even the most optimistic of fans knew saw it for what it was, which is a load of rubbish. I got no pleasure out of beating Chelsea yesterday. Everything about that game really annoyed me. How bad we are. I think people now, the scales are falling out of people's eyes how bad we are. That goal was even a joke. The only reason why we won that game is because we got a team just as bad as us, who are an absolute joke of a team, who, like us, have had loads of money thrown at it, but have just produced, first-class rubbish yesterday. So that was really, really good. And another thing I liked as well was that proper Arsenal fans, whilst they were respecting what Newcastle done, they're actually quite miffed that it was Newcastle celebrating winning the cup and not us, because you have some prats in our fan base saying, "Oh, it's only a League Cup." Well, try telling that to the Newcastle players. Try telling that to Isak. Try telling that to Brazilian players who are crying their eyes out because they won a big trophy. Forget about the admiration from the media. Talk to Newcastle fans, or talk to those Liverpool players last year, those kids who helped their team win a major trophy. Try to talk to them. Arsenal fans are forever going to be embarrassing themselves, and thankfully they took a day off yesterday from embarrassing themselves. But then right now you're in a lot of rubbish about Saka coming back from injury. If he comes back, it'll make a difference. That it's over. The season's over. Real Madrid are going to spank us, and all home games are going to be a damp squib. Thanks, Arteta.
Cheers, mate. Phase 5. Well, actually, phase 4.5, according to him. But big up Strasbourg, Steve, man. Well done. Newcastle, you've seen them win a trophy. None of us were alive the last time they won a trophy. Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah, exactly.
I stand to be corrected. There's a couple of people who were alive then, because everyone seems to forget Newcastle won the old version of UEFA Cup or Europa League in 1969. They haven't won a domestic trophy for 70 years, but they have won a European trophy.
I said that yesterday. I got shut down for that. No,
to be fair, Jez, you were how old then, Jez?
69. I was 8.
Fuck it off.
I learned something new on this panel every week.
It's mad,
I got shut down for that. I said that on a show last night. Oh, that don't count, because apparently this I did correct the person. Said, "Oh, the Intercities Fairs Cup was an invitational cup. It doesn't count." Bollocks.
It still counts. It's just fucking trophy. It ain't a friendly, is it?
It's silverware.
That's bollocks. But hey,
competitive silverware. Had to be corrected in that, because everybody want to say silverware, but competitive silverware.
Yeah, exactly. Right, big up to everyone locked in as well. Smash these likes up, guys. 600 in here real quick. We only got 107 likes. But anyway, we saw the analysis of that free kick. Yeah, I want to thank you guys. I laughed so hard, my stomach hurt. Do you know what? It's actually embarrassing how long it takes. In fact, forget that. We'll hold that thought, Hengedi. Let's start with Newcastle, Jezza. because you were pissed off yesterday when we did the fan cam. You were upset. I was upset. I think a lot of Arsenal fans came to reality yesterday that this Liverpool team ain't all that. They're decent, and they're rightly so going to win the league. They've been the best team in it. You know, it's not a diss at them. Yesterday, Newcastle absolutely fucking destroyed them. Yeah, from the first minute. And I was on Said's channel today with Roms, Liverpool fan. He was at the final. He said you couldn't hear the Liverpool fans. He said normally Liverpool, it's loud. It's like, you know, they dominate. They take over. Didn't hear none of that. He said it was flat. He said Liverpool fans in one of the blocks were fighting with each other, punching each other up in the stands and stuff. I was like, yeah, fucking all kicking off apparently. I suppose that's what happens when you've been on the lash all day. Going down to a final. Yeah, but it is what it is, isn't it? But I look at it and I just think they were good value for their money and they probably should have won by more because I don't think that Isak goal was offside and they just allowed it. And I think that Liverpool were awful. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans, Jezza, looked at that yesterday and were as equally as pissed off as us. Whether they say it or not, inside they know we could have won that. We could have won that final.
We could have done. I'm sorry. If we squared up against in the semi-final 2-leg against Newcastle, which we didn't, because at home we were pitiful and we were pitiful away. And I'm convinced, as I said to you yesterday, and I did a watch along with the Yeti and Mama Flossie for the final. And, you know, I'm convinced if we played Liverpool yesterday, right, we'd have beaten them. And we'd have taken a bit of silverware away. Where, unfortunately, this manager just seems to disrespect completely the domestic silverware. And I'm sorry to have to say to you guys, it's wrong. It's wrong. This is a football club, Arsenal Football Club, one of the biggest in English history. And I get told I don't care about the history. I don't care about it. It's not relevant. Well, I'm sorry, it is very relevant because if you look about what Arsenal have achieved, and you know, I had a debate with this guy the other night, and I called him out, and I said, "How long have you been supporting Arsenal? That you don't think these cups are relevant? 6 years. 6 years." So basically, you've only been supporting Arsenal really since when Arteta joined. So you don't give a shit about what Arsenal have achieved in the past. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Right. Okay. So basically, the world of history globally is irrelevant. Doesn't matter what it is. You can just say it's all irrelevant. Now, that game yesterday just showed pure passion, pure intensity from Newcastle United. They wanted that so bad because when they went 2 years ago, was it 3 years ago? They lost to Man United. They were heartbroken. They came out yesterday and they were going to walk home with that trophy no matter what. And big up to them. Well done. And I said last night, and I'll say it again now. We, gentlemen, all of us, all in the chat, we have just witnessed history. Right? We have just seen history in the making to see a football club not won a domestic trophy in 68 years. I think I'm right in saying that. It might be whatever. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Right? The last time that club won history was my granddad was alive. Bless him, he's dead now, of course. But you know, I mean, you can't make it. What is wrong with this Arsenal fan base that they don't take this seriously? They don't. 70 years. Okay, fair enough. 70 years, the guys are telling me. You know, are we that great a club that we just want to throw these cups in the bin? No, we're not. We were a once great club that would compete in trophies. Hence why we've won the most FA Cups in football history. Now, people say, well, it's only because Arsene Wenger didn't want to challenge here, didn't want to challenge that. Bollocks. That's absolute bollocks. what we saw from Eddie Howe yesterday and that Newcastle United team was pure, absolute passion. And they totally outclassed Liverpool. Totally took them to the cleaners. Liverpool didn't know what to do. And all the respect in the world to Newcastle United. I was supporting them. Yeah. And it goes to show with a proper manager and a lesser squad what you can actually achieve. Yes, Isaac, Dan Burns, quality. Absolute quality. But Arsenal could do that with a proper manager. It does show against Chelsea the lack of ambition yesterday afternoon. It was a ball fest. I called it a 1-1. I said the result would be 1-1. I got it wrong. Fair play. We got 3 points. Great. We got 3 points. For what? What are we challenging for? Second spot. First loser.
Arsenal tweeted out. Sorry to cut in. Arsenal tweeted out saying a big 3 points. Big 3 points for what?
The only thing we're fighting for now, guys, is to stop Nottingham Forest overtaking us. That's it. That's all we got.
Just hear what you just said, Jez. To stop Nottingham Forest overtaking us.
Yeah. They're 4 points behind. 4 points behind. And they're going well. They're doing all right. You know? So they're showing ambition. What are we showing? What is Arsenal showing? Right? And yeah, I'm going to shut up in a minute. But the fact that I'm told, we're going to absolutely destroy Real Madrid. Get out of here. Get out of here. What I saw yesterday against the Real Madrid team that wasn't great last week, if you want my honest opinion, they weren't. They did the job, right, to get it over the line. Nah, sorry. Get out of here, man. It's a joke.
Nah, they've been shit all season, Real Madrid, to watch anyway. But they're
better than Arsenal.
Yeah, they're miles better, mate. The levels are staggering. DJ, you was obviously keeping a beady eye on that game as well. I know you was obviously on your way back from the Arsenal game, but credit Newcastle. Yeah, I think we're going to find out this international break about their Man City 115. But we're going to find out in the next week or two about what's happening with that. But I've always liked Newcastle, and you have been up there many, many times over the years.
Yeah.
Luckily, you didn't bother wasting your time this time round because we got slapped over both legs. But they're quality, aren't they? Their midfield's probably the most complete free in midfield in the league out of any team. The manager has been there 2 years less and got to double the finals. I know they didn't turn up in the last one, but yesterday they were superb, weren't they? And they fully deserve it as well. And again, I'm like Jez. I'm fucking fuming that way on us.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, Lee. What's getting me at the moment is you've got certain large part of the Arsenal fan base reckon that our midfield is probably one of the best in Europe. I'll mention no names who quotes that quite often. And I look at Newcastle's midfield, and I'm sorry, I'd rather Newcastle's midfield than ours.
Yeah.
If you was to take them black and white striped shirts off and put a red and white shirt on it, I'd be very, very happy. I'd swap tomorrow. And now it's all coming that all talks that we're being linked with Isak and Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah,
the liberty of this football club that thinks that we have a divine right to be linked with these players when the club that they're currently playing for has achieved more than us in less time, less money than what we have. And yet we think that Isak is going to come to Arsenal and we're linked with Isak. These players are not going to leave Newcastle or come to Arsenal. What have we done? I'll give you some facts. So 5.5 years, phase 5, I hear a lot about phase 5 and I hear a lot about progress and this, that and the other. Arne Snot, phase 1, potential champions of the English Premier League. Eddie Howe, phase 3, phase 4, European Champions League qualification, which everyone aspires to, that thinks that that's a trophy and progress. Two cup finals, and now eventually he's come out winning a domestic cup. And there's us in phase 5.5, nearly 6, if you like. Tons of money thrown at it. One FA Cup with a squad that he's binned. The only, that weren't really his players. These are his players, not the ones that won the FA Cup. This team is his players. So if you was to take this team, this current squad, and compare it with what Liverpool's done and Newcastle's done, this manager should be embarrassed. He should be hanging his head in shame and completely embarrassed. And yet, what do we get? We still get the same protection. You're not allowed to criticise this man. You're not allowed to say anything negative about the club. There's people screaming down mics on the other channel that stand outside the ground and talk a load of bollocks, And, all I ask for is, where is the evidence? And the front as a club that think that we're just going to beat Real Madrid and roll them over because we're Arsenal Football Club. Now, if you'd have asked me years ago, with certain teams that we had, even under Wenger's reign, I might have turned around and said, well, yeah, do you know what? I think we might have a chance. But it's deteriorated so much on the field of play, the style of play, the way we've played this season has deteriorated. And yet we think that we can rock up and this player's going to come and sign for us and this player wants to come to Arsenal. Stop living off the name, people. We haven't done anything. We've not pulled up any trees. We've not turned any heads. We are living off of our past, I'm afraid. And that needs to be put in history, and rightly so, because we've got a fantastic history at this club. But unfortunately, with this current situation, with this current manager, and with this current board and current everything else, the history of this club is being tarnished. Isak's not coming. Why would he leave Newcastle, who are going to be playing European football, who's adored by his fan base, that's playing under a proper manager with previous experience, that's achieved more in his time than Arteta has? And I know you're going to get fan base turn around and say, yeah, but Newcastle haven't been challenging the league, have they? Like Arsenal have. As I said before, makes no difference. Second or fourth, second or fifth, second or seventh, second or eighth, makes no difference. It's just a glorified day out on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night. Instead of playing on a Thursday, you play on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. That's it. Right? And this is what's getting me now. So congratulations, Newcastle. You've got a brilliant manager who's the son of one of our, great Don Howe. You've got a brilliant manager. You're going to go forward. Your fans can see progress. Your fans can see the club going forward. But unfortunately, we ain't. And we've got to stop living on the past and look at what it is today. And today, we've got a bang average team that's out of his depth. He's been out of his depth from day one. He's been winging it from day one. Yep. And he gets so much protection and he gets so much lauded up everywhere. It is now becoming boring and it's becoming frustrating and it's becoming toxic. And I tell you now, Real Madrid will be the next hurdle that we fail to climb or get over. And then the season will just peter out and it'll be no different from the season before that, the season before that, and the season before that. And it will continue to go that way unless this club in the summer really makes some changes. And if it doesn't, we're going to be back to the same conversations we're having now, guys. Honestly, it's not good.
Yeah.
You've got two managers in less phases achieving more than this manager in more phases and progress and blah, blah, blah. So that's where I'm at with it, guys. I'm getting sick and tired of it, I'm afraid. I'm very, I really am.
No, I was saying this on a show earlier. A lot of people that a bit like you guys, like we're all older. Obviously, respectfully, you guys are a bit older, but it's just this ain't the club we've started supporting. It's a complete fucking shadow of it.
No.
Yeah, and like you said, like we're living off reputation as a name, but this is why I get the ump with the younger ones. Yeah, because they like to see us as this massive, great institutional football club, with a wealth of like pedigree and all of this and that. But then they have a go at people like us that want to uphold that standard. But then they want to take the piss out of other fans by upholding the fucking standard that they now no longer want.
Absolutely.
But
Just what
it's a load of bollocks.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, what do you make of all of this, Matty? Because obviously we've sat and done these watch-alongs. Obviously we've not been live and direct in the ground like these two, and obviously Jezza as well previously. But yeah, mate, we've been bored out of our fucking box watching this shit, haven't we? All
like
season from the get-go, mate.
Well, it's like I said yesterday. Anybody that's been watching the watch-alongs with us religiously the last month or so realizes that the starting time is getting later and later and later. People we rolling up later and later and later because we could give a damn about it. To be honest with you,
Tapped out, mate.
I mean, it's like JB said 3 weeks ago. The season was over at the end of February, early March. I mean, this whole Real Madrid thing is a dog and pony show. I mean, all it is just, just to feel good. The only people that's winning out of us playing Real Madrid in this Champions League is the club itself in the club shop. That's who's winning out of this whole thing. Where everybody's gonna be piled in to go watch Real Madrid, shirt sales, what have you, half and half scarves and stuff like that. But let's just keep it real. That game yesterday against Arsenal and Chelsea was one of the most decrepit football games that I have watched this season and probably within the last 6 years. We had grown men out there on the pitch yesterday that could not complete a pass only a few feet in front of them. That is stuff I had 16-year-olds running 25 laps with me for when I was coaching. Stuff that I saw on display yesterday. We had a captain who was out there turning into traffic yesterday. At every corner, he turned into traffic. We did a 20-minute breakdown of a 3-minute free kick yesterday. That felt like 20 minutes last night. For anybody want to go watch the emergency stream for last night, that was an absolute disgrace. Goalkeeper coming from all the way from his neck, all the way up there to kiss a player on the back of the neck and slap him on the ass.
Yeah.
This is professional football I'm talking about. We watched yesterday, and Kenny sat in the stadium and had to watch that. And you got Declan Rice bombing down the road. I mean, just think about how crazy this season is going. You got Declan Rice bombing down the left side. I mean, you got people be talking about our midfield. Let me address something that I thought about after we all got off last night. I was sitting around before I went to bed, and it came to me like boom. Our midfield are not as great as everybody think it is. Because, buddy, I'm here to tell y'all, when we played Real Madrid, I don't know if anybody watched this yesterday. I brought it up on the watch along. I mean, on the emergency stream and the watch along. One pass over the top, one pass around the corner, one pass through the middle. Let me tell you, if one of them players from Real Madrid sitting on the end of it, it is going to be peak next month in April. It's going to be peak. We are a long way away from challenging for anything. Anything. I want y'all to understand that. Anything, because this manager has set players back. This manager, we went through that yesterday on the emergency meeting. Well, how stupid he was looking. He didn't know what was going on. 3 minutes. The players are taking 3 minutes for a free kick. He hadn't said a word. Hadn't said a word, nothing, no kind of, hey man, what are y'all doing? We need a goal. Nothing. He's gone. He's past it. He's worried about Berta coming in. That's the only thing on his mind now. He knows the gig is up. So he's worried. He's counting down how much time he got left on the clock. So that's getting ready to come to an end. That yesterday between two supposed to be giants of Premier League football, 2nd and 4th, they said. That's what they told me. You know, they used to have that on the Sky Sports Super Sunday. They just be, you had the old Ford logo. They be blasting music, interviewing people on the pitch like it's the next. You know, this is a title decider. What was that yesterday? What was that we saw yesterday? An absolute shit show is what we saw yesterday. That was an embarrassment. It was false advertisement about this Premier League because we watched real football yesterday on that emergency stream. All of us watched real football yesterday. We watched a team that was down 2-0 come back and win 4-2. We watched every goal, and we watched what football is supposed to look like. This Premier League, I'm telling you, the quality of this league is going down in the gutter. Now, before I flip it over to Kenny, let me say this about Newcastle. Because I've been telling y'all all year long. If you've been watching us all year, I've been telling y'all about Newcastle all year long. I told folks that Newcastle is nothing to be reckoned with. Oh, well, man, they falling off the ball. Oh, the wheels are starting to come off. Oh, Isak can't find. Oh, and what did you see yesterday? I told you they were playing possum with everybody. I told you they were playing possum. When the draw came out, people were saying, oh, I want Newcastle. I want to get Newcastle. I said, are you sure you want Newcastle? Oh, yeah, I want Newcastle. We want Newcastle. They beat Brentford. They beat Chelsea. They beat us. And they beat Liverpool. There is no doubt about why they hoisted the silverware on yesterday. They whipped. You hear me? Whipped. One side all the way back to the other side. Liverpool yesterday. And as Jed stated, any Arsenal fan who truly had any expectation of silverware this year should have been sitting watching the game pissed off yesterday. Because as he stated, that should have been us. But instead, this fan base and this manager and this ownership didn't fail to realize, and they did not take into account that the Carabao Cup was the only piece of silverware that we were even in for this year that we should have even had a touch at. But instead, everybody wants to put their hands and all their money and the mortgage on this Premier League that we're 12 points behind. I've got people saying today, I've heard today talking about, well, you know, they're looking for an implosion. That's the new word, Lee. An implosion by Liverpool. So we'll be glad to see that. You know, we'll be glad to see how that's gonna play out. You even got folks going on Talk Sport today trying to defend. Yeah, Martin Keown, I'm talking to you.
Oh, that
you
fucking knob, man. That geezer, he can fuck off.
trying to defend well, Liverpool, they bottle. Liverpool is on their way to winning silverware. And people cannot understand that, hey, yeah, they lost that game yesterday. But what did they start the season with the intentions of winning? The Premier League. They have silverware coming. They actually had bigger fish to fry. They actually had the fish in the refrigerator. They actually had it. You know, so they're done. They can chill out. They can do whatever they need to do now. They can just coast. You know, this football club is in for a rude awakening if things don't change over the summer. We're going to fall further and further behind. That Carabao Cup yesterday is going to kickstart a revolution at Newcastle, and they're going to build off of that. They're going to add to. Nobody's subtracting from that team. No, contrary to what other channels tell you, contrary to what your Instagram feed tell you when we get off this afternoon, contrary to what your friends say on Facebook, and whatever you see on TikTok, you can just throw that in the trash. I'm telling you like it is right now today. Ain't nobody leaving Newcastle this summer. If anything, you're going to look up and see players that are top players in other Premier League teams going to Newcastle. And you're going to wonder, how did that happen? And I'll tell you how it happened. It's one thing that Newcastle experienced yesterday. It's called success. Kenny, the floor is yours.
Go on. Now, before I look at Kenny, big ups everyone locked in. There's 1,100. The likes are a disgrace, a bit like our forward line. And I'll grab these super chats real quickly, Kenny. Bear with. Big up Riku, bro. When Newcastle last won a trophy before yesterday, the US president was Dwight Eisenhower. Fucking hell.
Yes,
Trippier
great
joined that club and won him a trophy before Spurs. Hey, Trippier's won a fucking league title at Atleti as well. Yeah, here's what happens when you leave Tottenham. Oh, by the way, bless up Joe Willock. Big up Joe Willock. Well done. Big up Joe Willock. Fucking come on.
Hey, did you see the great joke today? I thought this is legend, right? Harry Redknapp got a letter from the electricity board saying you owe us £15,000, and he said the date is when I was at Spurs as the manager, and they said yes, because you were the last person to turn the light on in the trophy cabinet and you never turned it out. And that was in 2008. I thought that's brilliant.
That's funny. Big up Iffy as well. I need Villa to win the FA Cup and Spurs to win the Europa. Bro, do you know what? It'd be even funnier if it's Man United to win the Europa. Fuck Spurs. They couldn't win a raffle. Yeah, but if Villa win something, yeah, and Amorim win something, they're finished. These men are finished. They're finished anyway, which is why I wanted Newcastle to win it. I thought Liverpool would, but I wanted Newcastle to win it because they'd always say, "Oh, we inherited a world-class team."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've just worked out how much Eddie Howe spent at Newcastle, and it's less than 400 million. It's 323 million according to transfer marks. Big up Iffy, brother. Unlucky for you as well yesterday, but they fully deserved it. And you were in my chat saying that as well yesterday. Bless up to you. Big up to Harold, Hardrada. Arsenal are going hungry, bro. Fucking minnows. Fuck all the big fish. Bro, we're finished. We're starving. We're proper starving, bro. But this fan base have finished us. Big up Kieran Blake. Do we have a top midfield? Arteta uses it incorrect. We do have a top midfield. Sorry, he used it incorrectly. I'd go with that. I do think we've got some good players. But he's trying to be too smart all the time. And that's his downfall. He thinks he's better than he is. Just do the basics like Ancelotti does. Ancelotti don't even fucking... When do you see Ancelotti jumping up and down, fucking doing all of this and fucking all this bullshit? He just stands there like that with his hand on his hip and raises a fucking eyebrow, and they know fucking they better play ball, wouldn't it? Big up Unique as well. Panel, I'm a bit concerned about Andrea Berta, only because with Arteta having the power that he has, it could strike a conflict with Berta, where he could be told to leave or he walks away because Arteta's influence. Do you know what? Bro, you're Italian. Big up Unique. You Italians don't ramp, bro. Yeah? You'll fucking see. He'll call it out. If that is the case, he'll come out on record and just say Arteta's a see you next Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? But I think we'll be all right. I think this is the end of Arteta, if I'm honest, in the next 12 months. But Kenny, sorry, mate. I know you've been waiting patiently to have your say. Go on, mate. The floor is yours. Big up for the super chats.
First and foremost, you've got to congratulate Newcastle because the only reason why you congratulate Newcastle is because despite the fact I thought Liverpool were going to be a bit short, I didn't think they would be short a week ago, but when I saw that they had extra time was upon us and they didn't have Trent Alexander-Arnold, I thought that's where their creative spark was probably lost. But in terms of Newcastle, the reason why they won the game, one, they ran their nuts off. They pressed from the start. But you know what they did really clever? What was really, really clever? They attacked Liverpool's weak side because Liverpool's stronger side is also their weak side. Their right-hand side is their stronger side when they attack because obviously you've got Salah and Trent. But without Trent, it's not somewhat great attacking-wise. The only person who kind of replicates that is Conor Bradley. But when you had Bradley and Trent out, that was difficult because Konza just can't do it. Gomez can give it a go, but Konza, no way. He's a centre-half, and it showed. So Newcastle did really well attacking their left-hand side. And if you notice, they're making loads of inroads down there. But you know why I knew Newcastle were top side tactically? Because that's what they did to us at the Emirates. Home and away. They went straight for our weak side as our left-hand side. I don't need this BS. Oh, we've got Miles Skelly and we've got Martinelli and we've got Trossard. You having a laugh? That's our weaker side. As much as Miles Lewis Skelly is doing really well for us, he's not a left-back. He's not a top left-back. He's just a kid filling in. We still need the sort of left-back we need is the kind of left-back that kept Salah quiet, from PSG. Mendes. That's who we need.
Kieran Tierney.
Nah, forget Tierney, man.
You might have to forget you off this podcast if you carry on with that.
Yeah, but you know what?
What we're doing
I like Tierney, but the manager's ruined everything for us. He's made Tierney basically a bit part player that he's never going to be the same for us. But that's one of the reasons why, Shake Newcastle's had, most importantly as well, Isak as well just turned up on a big day, and all their players turn up. They're missing Anthony Gordon, but it didn't matter because Harvey Barnes turned up and did a job for him. They missed Lewis Hall, but it didn't matter because Livramento did well for them. So in that respect, I have to admit, I was really, I admired Newcastle what they did, but I was bitter and angry because I was thinking, I always ask myself a question: when a major final occurs, be it in Europe or domestically, I always ask myself, what are Arsenal fans thinking about this? Are Arsenal fans hurt by this? Because I was hurt. I get hurt when I watch cup finals and Arsenal not in it. I was hurt yesterday that we were not in the, the League Cup final. I'd rather be at Wembley than being playing Chelsea. I'd have been happy to play Chelsea another time. It hurts, Arsenal not winning trophies, especially when we get to semi-finals and we get thrashed 4-0 in aggregate because it wasn't close. Don't listen to any rubbish from Arsenal fans saying, oh, yeah, we were a bit unlucky in Emirates. No, we weren't. We were second best all over the pitch. What happened to Liverpool yesterday at Wembley happened to us at the Emirates. It happened to us at the Emirates. Only Liverpool got absolutely mangled, but we got mangled as well. But getting back to the Arsenal game, I think a lot of Arsenal fans now know how bad it is, how bad we are as a team. And they know that it's a situation where it's now matches at the Emirates are just going to be like a damn squib. The only action you're going to see is probably afterwards in the in the Armory when people buy their merchandise and they listen to a bit of house and garage music, which is what they play there to draw young people. Because I tell you now,
and then a bit of Sweet Caroline at full time, yeah, your favourite.
No. Yesterday they're playing UB40 in homage to Red Wine. Yeah, and before you know it, the atmosphere was really rubbish. By the way, I know someone asked me what the atmosphere was like at the ground yesterday. It was rubbish. It was nonsense. Chelsea fans are quiet. Our fans are quiet. In fact, you know what we did? Some people were actually looking at the Spurs Fulham scores to find out if Spurs were losing, and then there was a guy in front of me. He was looking at the lineups for the Carabao Cup final. In fact, he couldn't wait to get home and watch it. That's how bad things were. But let's just talk about an instance during the match. Let's talk about the Chelsea goalkeeper. How many times did he flap at crosses? And how many times did those rebounds fall to Trossard? How many times? I counted about 3 times. What did Trossard do? Sweet FA. And then let's talk about Odegaard. How many times did Odegaard bottle out of challenges for Casado? And he bottled it whenever a Chelsea player went for him. And the only time he played tough guy is when he got a yellow card for fouling Cucurella, the smallest Chelsea player on the pitch. But he never went for tossing. He never went for Fofana. He never went for like Badashil. He never went for Cole. Oh, he went for the smallest guy. Odegaard, let me tell you something now. Please. Just stop. Just do what you do best. And don't come up to us and start going, come on, please. We don't need you to do that, mate. We've seen you play all season. We saw you play yesterday. It was a damn squid. The only bad thing that Arteta did yesterday is he didn't substitute Odegaard 20 minutes before because Odegaard's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. 100%. And the free kick, we got to talk about that free kick. How long was it? For 3 minutes?
About 3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes. And then eventually Declan Rice takes a free kick. And then what
was we saying on the watch along, mate? He was saying we're going to do all of this for him to slap it straight into the wall.
Yeah.
And then he slaps it straight off Enzo's backside. And do you know what the funny thing is? You see where they had Martinelli standing there? I think Timber was standing there. Right? They did this against Man United the other day when Odegaard put one into the wall, right?
That was last week.
Get the clip up, mate, because this free kick yesterday, right? Last week, Martinelli was standing there arguing with Mazraoui. And that is where Odegaard wanted to put the ball, but he ain't fucking good enough to do it. So it hit the wall. But that's where he aimed, right? If he'd got it over the wall, it would have gone in. Right? But Martinelli runs off just before, as Odegaard's running up, he runs off, so he can't be offside or interfering, yeah? Now the keeper's following him. They did that yesterday, right? And on this one yesterday,
I got it.
You'll see it. You'll see it, yeah? I think it was Cucurella was standing there. Or was it Caicedo? I think it was Caicedo was standing there. After it hit Enzo. If he weren't there, it would have fucking hit Martinelli after he ran off anyway.
We queued up.
Here we go. Let's go. Watch this, Kenny. This is fucking embarrassing. Don't play it all in one go, obviously, mate.
Yeah. We'll stop and go.
And it didn't do me for copyright. So
all
I'm
right.
blessed.
So,
the way you did it yesterday, we'll do it again. It'll take a few minutes, lads.
Yeah.
Maybe take about 6-7 minutes, maybe. But look at this. Look at our goalkeeper, first and foremost. He now goes and kisses Declan on the neck and then pats his bum and then runs back. What's that all about, first and foremost? Why has he legged it 90 yards up the pitch?
I've never seen a keeper do that ever. Ridiculous.
Like, what is that all about, by the way? What is he going up there to tell Declan?
I don't know. It's part of their routine, isn't it?
Because the only player that doesn't man mark or doesn't have to mark a player, is a goalkeeper. Because his man's down the other fucking end. So what could he possibly tell Declan Rice that Declan Rice don't already know? What can he tell him? Because that's like him telling Declan telling him how to save a penalty.
Well, he don't know much, Lee, because look what happened. The advice clearly fell on
and this goalkeeper, by the way, is a fucking clown.
Yeah, but the fact is, we never put him under pressure. We got a caught set piece where Marino basically didn't even get a clean delivery. Their goalkeeper was out of position. He actually dived after the ball went in the net. And I was thinking, it was so bad that when the ball went in the net, we didn't even cheer because it was like slow motion. We actually thought the goal was going to be disallowed. It was that bad. That was the atmosphere throughout the ground. Now, it's Arsenal-Chelsea games. Normally, Arsenal fans are up for it. We're hugging each other when we score, but no one did anything. It was like, oh, it's Chelsea. They got Look at this manager, lads. Look at his face. Yeah. Look at him. He's out of breath, by the way. Look, he's legged it up the pitch and legged it back. Look at him. Yeah.
He is huffing and puffing.
Lee,
like he's just had a go on fucking Declan, lads. You know what I mean?
Lee, you didn't even talk about the chance Cucurella had when the guy nearly threw it into his own net. No one's talked about that.
Yeah.
Like, who's that fucking playing with his hair? Who's that there? The Chelsea player playing with his hair? Who's that?
I can't make out the number.
What is wrong with English football? Look at the state of this penalty box, by the way. Look at Martinelli. Like trying to put the goalkeeper off. Declan's giving it a fucking, look at me, I'm gonna get the fucking L'Oreal advert again. Yeah. Fucking aura, they'll put some fucking music over the top of that and make it into a fucking movie. Get out, movie trailer, piss off. This club is a disgrace, mate. Honestly. Yeah. Look at all this. Look at our captain. Keep an eye on our captain. Look, fucking Skelly's had enough. He's like, what the fuck am I still here for? He's gone in the side. He's going, I'm getting out of this shit in the side. Look, he can't be bothered, mate. Look at what's our captain pointing at. Take that big breath. Right, now we've got Timber come and join in. Yeah, Timber's now joining in. Martinelli's still being the decoy. Yeah, this dickhead Sancho's laying on the floor behind it. Look at the state of the Premier League. Did we see this last night, Matty, in La Liga?
No, not everything was just like that.
Slick football, 1-2 touch, bang, 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 bang. Look at these two. Yeah, now what's Odegaard saying to the fucking referee? Look at Sancho laying on the floor like he's modelling. It's like Wenger on the beach. Do you remember back in the day he was on the beach?
Yeah, coming down.
I think there should be a new rule that you get so long to take a free kick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
I said they're going to change. That's what I told you last night. I said they're going to review all of this, and I guarantee
100%.
They're going.
Look at these two idiots standing in front of the goalkeeper. Look at them. Look, these two idiots are eyeballsing each other up, saying, "Did you see?" They're probably standing there saying, "Did you see fucking our goalkeeper leg it and kiss Declan on his neck?" Yeah, and he's going, "Yeah, I know. Fucking can't believe it. That's a bit weird, isn't it?" Look, and he's going, "Look, fucking hell! Look, he's run all the way back and he looks fucked." Look at this.
And then I just cut. Look over here, Lee. Look over here.
Yeah, look at that.
Let me go back. I want you to watch this here. Now, watch this right here. Let's just go right there. I just caught this.
Look. Look at this. What is our captain doing? Look at the state of this league. Martinelli
Why is
standing there
Martinelli standing offside at a free kick?
because he's trying to put the keeper's eyesight off, Jez, and he's going to run off in a second. Watch this in a second, Jez.
No,
Look at our captain still. Look, he's still fucking telling Martinelli, move over, move over, move over, move. Yeah, look, watch Gabriel. Look, what is Odegaard doing now? Mate, we were going fucking crazy when this was happening, weren't we? Look, where's he gone? Take the free kick. Book him. Book him. Look at this.
Look at Sancho.
Right, so Martinelli is right in front of the goalkeeper, yeah?
He's right there.
Right there. Watch Gabriel Magalhaes.
Watch over. Well, yeah, watch this.
Yeah, watch Gabriel Magalhaes and then watch Caicedo as well, yeah? And Cucurella. Right, watch Gabriel. He's now sheeping. Right,
You'll see it better on the replay. You'll see it better on the replay.
So Gabriel starts rubbing his bum like he's at carnival.
Now watch this.
Look, Gabriel's twerking on Enzo, and now watch this. Look, now watch watch Enzo and Caicedo, and then watch Martinelli behind you.
Right there.
So pause it there, Matt. So if that goes past Enzo and Caicedo's not there, it hits fucking Martinelli anyway and ain't going in. Idiots. All that at 3 minutes. Yeah. And look at Gabriel sliding across the floor. That is embarrassing, man.
The letter of the law, if he was to actually score that without deflecting it off a Chelsea player, right? Then you've got Martinelli will be deemed as interfering with play, therefore it's offside.
Yeah, exactly. Raya came to give Rice info. What info could Raya give Rice?
What was the whole point of that bullshit? You know, if he'd curved that over the top of the Chelsea wall, right, into the top corner, right, Martinelli is categorically offside.
Yeah.
It's a direct free kick, gentlemen. It's a direct free kick. You cannot be offside.
But guys, these are the sorry, mate, sorry to cut across, but these are the sort of things this manager's instilled in these players. Complete and utter carnage. This is what honestly, this is what the manager's instilled into these players. It's Keystone Cops, isn't it?
He thinks he's doing something though. He thinks,
he thinks he's a master tactician. We have got a manager with no previous experience in big game plays, managing top players in certain situations, and now it's all coming to a head. It's all coming to a head of the actual experience this manager's bringing to this football club. And this is why I keep saying I don't really care who signs in the summer, because whilst this manager is in place, them players that we sign, you will see the same carnage on the football field next season under this manager.
100%.
He will ruin players. He will play them out of position. He will micromanage them. They'll be afraid to express themselves. They won't be able to play freely. So why would Isak, if you watch Isak play, why on earth would he be looking at Arsenal and thinking, yeah, I'll go and sign for them?
Yeah, what would excite you about coming here as a striker?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question here. DJ, Kenny, Matty, Lee, doesn't matter. When was the last time, forget this manager, when was the last time you've seen Arsenal play this shit football? Who was the last manager you can recall in your time?
I genuinely, in my lifetime, have never seen us play this shit.
Never seen it.
Because I'll tell you something, even under George Graham, when it was 1-0 to the Arsenal, I'm only speaking on my.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Yes, we did dark arts on corners, the front stick head on and bang header, but it weren't all of this bullshit. It weren't super slow football. We had players that had ability that could go past a man and ping one's hot bins.
I'm struggling.
I'll give you my answer first. Right. Yeah. Even under Terry Neal, who got us to 4 finals, let's be fair, right? The latter day of Bertie Mee, right? I never saw bad football like this.
No.
Bertie Mee, at least, was another successful manager. We don't need to go into it. You know what he did. We know what Terry Neal did. We know what George Graham did. We know what Arsene Wenger did. We can't bring into the equation Bruce Rioch. He never really had a great opportunity there. But this is, in my book, in all the years I've watched Arsenal since '68, the worst fucking manager I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'll second that, Jez. To be honest,
I agree, but there's a lot of fans who don't like you on the AFTV. You had one guy saying, "Let's not be like Chelsea and change the managers." I was thinking, well, hang on here. Chelsea changed managers under Roman because it wasn't going their way, and they still won trophies in spite of the fact they got rid of managers. Ken Bates used to get rid of managers. Obviously, it didn't really work out with them, but towards the end of Ken Bates' reign at Chelsea became a serious club where they had to win trophies. Obviously, the league was out of bounds, but they still had to do well in domestic cups. Under a man, you either win or you get out.
And even if you win, you can get out.
Yeah, and that's it. But for some reason, the mentality of Arsenal seems to it's just gone out the window. They don't understand this. I think Arsenal fans just love being unsuccessful. It seems like
they love a love story, Kenny. That's what it is.
Yeah,
they want another Arsene Wenger. That's what they want.
The thing about it, surely if they look at our history, they should be a bit embarrassed. I mean, we didn't win anything for 17 years, and they were all right with that. Then we didn't win anything from 71 to 79, 8 years, and then we didn't win anything from 79 to 87, and then from 2005 to 2014, and now we're going down the same pattern. I'm also sick of this. Sick of years about winning trophies. I'm fed up with it. It's embarrassing. We're a big club. It seems like nothing's changed. Doesn't matter whether it's the Cronkies, Miko, or anything else. We seem to we seem to fall in love with the fact that we're a big club and reputation. No big club worth their salt should ever go without trophies. I mean, we saw yesterday Arsenal saying, Arsenal fans saying Liverpool and all that. That's
let's
fine.
Let's all laugh at Liverpool. I was seeing all over the internet yesterday.
What Arsenal fans seem to forget, I don't think Arsenal fans realise how bad we are. How how average a lot of our players are.
Yeah.
I don't think they realise how the standards in terms of like performances are like gone down so badly that they actually think that we're the same team we were last season.
Kenny, these fans yesterday, these same Arsenal fans, I've seen a lot of fan cam titles, and they were saying, well, "Wow, is that what 1.5 billion gets you?"
Yeah, I see that title.
And you know what I say to that?
Usual suspects.
Hey, no. Because we're going to be at $1 billion club in just a minute. We're going to be the $1 billion man this summer.
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah. And everybody wants to make the joke at Chelsea about winning silverware.
What is the old saying? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. We are clearly broken, so fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you know what it is, Jez? Yeah. Every year, Pep changes something in his team and the way he plays. Every season. That's why he was always ahead of the curve. Yeah, he'll play the tippy-tappy football. Yeah, and possession and dominate possession and suffocate you with possession. But he'll always change the way he plays. He'll go with 4 centre-backs one season. The season before he didn't. Yeah, he'd have full-backs. Yeah, now he's got 4 centre-backs. The other seasons, he's gone with a false 9 because Aguero left. Yeah, so he didn't replace the striker. But now he's gone with the striker and now he's playing inverted wingers. Yeah, so he always changes every year. And that's been working fine up until this season. This manager thinks that that's how you do it because he sat next to him for 3 years and they were winning. Right? So he thinks he can do that. That's not how you do it, bruv. Yeah, this now, yeah, this inverted bullshit is being rumbled. Go and have a look how Nottingham Forest play. They got a proper traditional striker up front with 2 wingers that can take a man on, yeah, and then fucking cross a ball. And they cross it into a geezer who can put it in the back of the fucking net. Yeah, well, we'd be watching that in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s for you lot and fucking beyond for others, yeah? They don't play with all this inverted crap. Yeah, they have 2 centre-backs that can defend. They have full-backs that can fucking get up and down the pitch. Yeah, all this inverted fucking upside-down defensive forward, attacking goalkeeper and all of this. Fuck off, mate. That's done. It's done. And that is why I was so fucking happy that Eddie Howe won that yesterday. Not
Yeah.
because Liverpool play like that, because they don't necessarily. Not all the things I said. They do the inverted fucking winger thing. Yeah, but they've got a winger that knows how to put the ball in the back of the net, unless it's a final. Yeah, but my point is, yeah, this is done. It's finished. The only way we get back, right, when we play Real Madrid, right, when we play Real Madrid, you're going to watch, right, Fran Garcia getting up and down that fucking left wing. So I think Mendy's out. I don't know how bad his hamstring was, but I'm imagining he's out. Fran Garcia will be getting up and down that left. Yeah, they'll probably have Valverde getting up and down the right, and maybe every now and again he'll come in midfield. Yeah, invert, because he is a midfielder, and Vasquez is shit. If they play him, we got half a chance down that side. Yeah, and then they'll have fucking proper midfielders, and they'll have defenders. Maybe they'll put Chouameni at centre back. Yeah, rather than Asenzo, the young boy. Yeah, but Chouameni at centre back is miles better than Chouameni in midfield. Yeah, then they're going to have Vinny, Mbappe, and fucking Rodrigo, and that manager is going to stand on that touchline. Yeah, he's going to bark a couple of orders, and he's going to go and sit down, or he's going to stand there with his hand on his hip. Our manager's going to be playing ball boy at the fucking Bernabeu.
All Real have to do, yeah, but Lee, all Real have to do is play how they played in the 2022 European Cup final and the 24 European Cup final. Just do what all the teams we play against do. Just do two low blanks, and banks of 4. Make sure that we have the ball, and then when we particularly lose the ball, just make sure that we outnumber them and get the ball forward quickly, and that's how you beat us. You know, for them,
and they got the perfect manager, the perfect team, and the perfect forwards to be able to play to exactly what fucks us every time: low block, mid block. He can't break it down. I heard rightly. I actually watched the overlap, like from 6 days ago. Yeah, it popped up on YouTube earlier. Yeah, and they had Wayne Rooney on there. Yeah, I thought, let me see what he's saying, right? And it was 6 days ago, I think it dropped, right? And right, he sat on there because I love Roy Keane. I love that geezer, mate. He fucking says exactly what I think about Arsenal. And right, he said, Arsenal's kryptonite. I'm paraphrasing slightly. Arsenal's kryptonite is a mid to low block, and we don't know how to break it down. Well, we see Man City play Real Madrid this season, and what did Ancelotti do? A mid to low block, and Man City couldn't break it down. So how the fuck are we doing it then?
Lee,
how are we doing it?
Can I answer a question to somebody here? No, Ash, being respectful, you put a very respectful question there. Not being disrespectful, but 71 to 86, we had 1 FA Cup, 1 League Cup with League 10, 7, 18. I know I do what you mean there. Well, go back, mate.
League finish.
Go back and research it, mate. 71, we had a cup, FA Cup, and a league title. 79, we had an FA Cup. 86, 87, we had an FA Cup and a League Cup double. Yeah. Respectfully, I'll just correcting you on that. I don't know what you're talking about with generally better than 2-2-2. What's that about? But
that's league finish, second.
So what you?
How many finals did we get to in that time?
That's better, is it?
Fuck ton of finals.
League finish again, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But this
history, Ash, go back and research your history, mate. You've got it badly wrong, very badly wrong.
But this is the thing, right? Yeah, like how many finals did we get to? See, yes, we wasn't competing for the league title every year. There is more than one trophy to win than a league title. Yes, we'd love to see a league title every year. That's not feasible. We know that. We're not stupid. Yeah, and I know he's in my chat quite a lot. Big up to you, bruv. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, if we ain't going to win the league, win me a cup. Yeah, and Terry Neal, like you said earlier, got to 4 fucking finals. Won one of them. See you later. He got sacked. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's still got 4 finals. What's this guy doing? Second. Yeah, he's won 2 FA Cup ties in 5 fucking seasons.
Yeah, but this season, you can't call this a second. This is a very embarrassing. There's second when you take the last day of the season and you have a really credible season and you give a good account of yourselves. Well, I think we probably did last season, especially the second half of the season. But
Kenny,
this second is embarrassing. This is not a second. This is not a title race, is it?
Kenny? Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you. What do you
Yeah.
win coming second?
You don't win anything, because the only time second is an achievement is if you use it as a kind of a motivation to say, right, let's go one better, like Liverpool did in 2019. They got 97 points, won the Champions League, but they really wanted the league. What they do? What do they go and do about it? They wouldn't have won the league at a canter the season.
Oh, they
afterwards.
blitzed it. Yeah, and then our fans were sitting out there laughing when Watford beat him. I think Sarr scored, didn't he? 3-1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Our fans were going, now he's yours gold. He's your fucking what? They're pissing the title, mate.
If you're finished,
AC Milan were invincibles in.
if you're finishing second, I mean, when he finished second the first year, I'm thinking, okay, it weren't expected, even though we bottled it and whatever. But we finished second the first year. Perhaps it came a little bit too early. We weren't expecting it that season. And then last year we finished second, and I'm thinking, okay, played some decent football, do the right thing in the summer, see how we go. This year, I agree with Kenny. This finishing runners up this year is equivalent to me of finishing 5th or 6th, because it's been crap.
Yeah,
it's been absolutely diabolical. The football we've played has not really got me off the seat. I've not come out the Emirates or any game absolutely buzzing. Chelsea fans singing F4 again, Olé, Olé. We've had West Ham fans singing second again, Olé, Olé. Yeah, yeah. We've got fans constantly singing to us from Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa and clubs like this.
European Cup, you never sing that.
Yeah, the European Cup or Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. So, this is what we have to put up with. And yet we've got people saying and mocking teams like Chelsea because they've spent billions of pounds and ain't won nothing. We've got people mocking Spurs. We've got people mocking Man United because
Liverpool
and Liverpool because they blew. They had a hangover from the PSG. Because let's be honest, that's what it was. If Liverpool hadn't have played in midweek, I'm not taking nothing away from Newcastle, by the way, before everyone gets on my case, but. That was a clear.
They were mentally and physically drained off of that. And when you see Mohamed Salah crying his eyes out, he knows that's probably the last time he's playing Champions League. Mate.
Right.
So
what I'm trying to say, we're getting bantered by every single club, and yet we have the right. We seem to think that a lot of our fan base have the right to mock other clubs. We are in that banter, guys. We're in with them clubs that are not winning nothing. That's where we are. Yeah. We are a mid-table team punching above our weight. That's the situation we're in now.
Anything is
but then what they'll say, DJ, what they'll say is, go on, Jezza, go on.
Is we're going to create history this season, going second. We've never done that before.
Yeah, but it's progress, apparently, Jezza. That's progress.
Y'all keep saying second.
We have done that before, Jez. We're going to create history by doing it twice. We've done it before and then won the league. What year was that, Kenny? We done second under Wenger.
We won the league in '98. Then we got second in 99, 2000, 2001. And then we. But in 2000 and 2001, they were poor seconds because we didn't challenge to the title.
No.
We were about 10 on
that overlap show. Sorry to cut in, Kenny. Sorry to cut in, lads. Yeah. On that overlap that I just mentioned a minute ago, right? Roy Keane was sat on there, right? And he said, right, and Wayne Rooney was talking about fucking players that do these stuttery little run-ups on penalties and all this shit. He goes, just run up and fucking slap the ball, mate. What are you doing? What's all this run-up crap? Then they were talking about Højlund, saying he's like, literally, he's a best, like, David Bellion type fucking striker, third, fourth, fifth choice, right? Anyway, Roy Keane's sitting there. I fucking love Keano, man. And he's sitting there and he's going, yeah, well, like, second don't get you nothing. Right. He goes, we were 12 points clear. Right. And before he told us he was 12 points clear that season, they were talking about having a go at your teammates and having a kick off in the dressing room every now and again. Just fucking rough the players up, not punch them up, but fucking have a go at them, right? And he said, what do you mean? He goes, I went into the dressing room and I told the lads, we're not good enough. What the fuck are we doing here? We're just not good enough. Yeah, and he goes like, fucking made them all think. And he goes, well, where was you in the league? He goes, 12 points clear. And he goes, I went in there and threw a few Fs and a few explicit words around and told them we just ain't good enough. We need to fix up here. That's 12 points clear.
Lee, you remember I told you that story?
What are we doing? Go on, mate. Sorry.
Remember I told you the story that year we coached in my kids' team won a championship. We had blew a team away. We were clear better than everybody else, but they started feeling themselves, and so I just, when they came over, I said that was the sorriest shit I'd ever seen. And it was like, well, what the hell is this dude?
Straight away, back to life, back to reality.
I want to say this right quick. Everybody's talking about second place finishes. We got this gentleman in the chat talking about second place finishes. We got AFTV talking about second place finishes. Does anybody realize we might not come in second place this year?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
People don't understand the situation at hand here. They're talking about rushing a player back who had grade 3 hamstring tore, ripped, snapped, because they want to try to salvage this season. And we're going to Real Madrid. When we come off international break, I think it's Fulham right out of the gate. Fulham.
Yeah, 1st of April. We are the fool.
Everton. Right out of the gate. Real Madrid sandwiched in there. So you're going to get the hell beat out you by Everton. Then you're going to play
a bit more worried, right? I'll tell you our fixtures. I want to read this super chats as well, but go on, mate. Keep going while I look.
No, I just don't think people understand. See, this season has been pie in the sky. And we've been trolled, like JB was saying. We got trolled the second game of the season. Aston Villa had the trophy, had the European trophy in the tunnel. In the tunnel.
Aston Villa.
Let's show Arsenal the trophy. We back, you know.
Mate, we got Fulham on All Fool's Day, yeah? Then we have the early kickoff on the Saturday away at Goodison Park. Then we play Real Madrid 3 days later.
Yep.
Then we got Brentford at home. Then we play Real Madrid 4 days later away. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, we are not beating Everton and Brentford. We might win one if we're lucky. We ain't winning either. We ain't winning both of them games. Fulham's going to be hard work. Yeah, you're right. And that's a late kickoff on a Tuesday.
No, it's not to do with late kickoff. You know why all these teams have got a better chance of beating us than Chelsea did yesterday? Because they have a striker. They actually got someone who can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yep. Facts. All right, listen, I do need to wrap this.
Brentford's going to be strong, mate. Frank's got our number because we haven't smashed Brentford in. We've never
had to fucking rely on last minute winners against them. I want to grab this. These super. I do need to wrap, lads. As much as I'd love to sit for another hour and a half, I'm on a watch along in 3 minutes. But I want to grab this comment. If we had a striker the quality of Isak, we'd have a great chance of winning the title. But he wanted Kai instead. Do you know what, Tyrone? Yeah, I disagree. The way we play football, he won't do nothing. It'll be more clinical than Kai on some half chances that we get. Yeah, but at the same time, when we're playing U-shaped football, parked on the edge of somebody's box, yeah, and just going from side to side to side to side to side to side, Isak ain't that type of player. Isak, as we see yesterday, transition football back to front. He's fucking deadly on the counter attack. He's deadly at making space. The problem is when you're coming on somebody's box going side to side, they're all sat in the box. He ain't got no space, and he ain't no good in the air compared to other players. Come on.
Lee, can I also add something to that? Under this manager, because he's so obsessed with Kai Havertz, if we had Isak, he'd be rotating him with Kai Havertz,
or he'd play him on the left wing.
Oh yeah,
I'll guarantee you. He would have done that. You'd have seen Isak sitting on the bench more times than any other manager would have put him. He wouldn't have started Isak as his number one. He'd have
Francesco didn't come.
Or he'd put him left wing and make him run up and down the wing like he did a Bamian.
Because he has to justify 60 million. He has to
60 million out the bank. 29 is fucking
wank. 65 million for him.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's what
embarrassing songs.
Yeah, 60 million out the bank, 29 is fucking wank.
That's what he would have done with this.
How about start singing that at the games? Kenny, you should start that chant, mate, next time you go.
In a rotate.
I don't know. I'll just get me phone out and get a Chelsea fan to sing it to me. And then play it and get to play it loudspeaker.
Did they sing that, did they? Did they sing
Chelsea fans sing it?
For fuck's sake. Did they actually sing that?
Sing about Kai Havertz.
60 million out the bank is fucking wank.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
Chelsea fans sing that.
And we get trolled by everyone.
Ole.
How can Keown become such a div? He was locker rooms with Adams, Vieira, etc.
Money.
Imagine he said that we'd said to them, we challenge, good job, he'd get weighed in. Bro, if you go and have a look at him and Simon Jordan's little two and a fro earlier, he actually, and Simon Jordan are fucking, at times, he's hilarious. He goes, I never mentioned Arsenal. You're arguing with yourself. Like, because he said, PM said something along the lines of, oh, did Liverpool bottle it? You, oh, yeah, bottle it then, yeah? And he was like, and then he argued for about 3 minutes on his own to himself. Yeah, and then Simon Jordan goes, well, you've asked me a question, then answered and argued against it yourself. Like, what we're doing here? He goes, I never mentioned Arsenal. He goes, you did. I was talking about Liverpool. He goes, Liverpool are top of the league, mate. He goes, a cup competition, anyone can get knocked out. It's a cup competition. It's a one-off. Like a final, you know, or over one leg, whatever, yeah? He goes, but in the league, over 38 games, the best team wins it. It's as simple as that. And they're 12 clear. Yeah, that Keown, mate. Money, 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 money. That's all it is. Yeah, he's got a book out. Yeah, he's trying to be the top gooner. Yeah, we got rid of the fucker once. We brought him back. Yeah, he won trophies with us. Yeah, he got trolled. Yeah, because we threw him on right at the end so he could get his fucking medal. Do you remember that? Yeah, and we threw him on right at the end, subbed him on, and fucking they were winding him up on the bench saying, you ain't getting a game. You ain't getting your medal. Big up to you, brother. Big up to Harold as well. I don't know what that says, bruv. Oh, he's talking about our goalkeeper. I see what you did there now. David Gaya. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Bless up, brother. Big up if Raya is not Jirio Sensi. Google him. Lol. Bro, this David Raya's starting to piss me off. I can't lie. Yeah, he's doing too much. Just stay in goal. How about that? Just stay in goal and save the ball.
He's bored, mate. He wants to be part of the action.
Just being centre of attention.
You got a lot of extra coming next month. You got a lot of extra coming.
Oh, it's definitely going to be part of the action on the 8th and the 16th, mate. Well, whenever it is, 7th and the 16th, whenever it is. Big up, Dinesh. Bless up, brother.
8th, we're at home.
Yeah, 8th and 16th.
He's a cricket fan, Dinesh, isn't he? Back-to-back world tournaments. 2020 and the Champions Trophy. I know that.
See, Kenny loves a bit of cricket. Big up for the super chat.
Hey, Dinesh, let's just say, mate, don't send boys around to give me an hiding, but you got those tournaments on a plate. The conditions suited your country.
Oh, here we go. He's talking about the state of the pitch now. Look, fuck, he sounds like a top gooner.
It's been raining. The competition's meant to be in Pakistan, and the final ends up in Dubai.
Even some Arsenal fans laugh Liverpool winning 1 league title in 30. In those years, Liverpool won 4 League Cups, 3 FA Cups, 2 Champions Leagues, 1 Europa League, 1 Club World Cup, 2 European Super Cups, and the league. Yeah, in 20, what have Arsenal won? 4 FA Cups. 4 FA Cups. In fact, let me take a picture of that because that's a fucking great stat, mate. Bless up to you.
That's it. That's a brilliant.
That's fucking class, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they can take the piss all they like, yeah, but they've won what? 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 trophies in that 30 years. That's nearly one every 2 years. Not too bad, is it? That's pretty much what I've seen in my lifetime supporting Arsenal, nearly one every 2 years.
And yet top gooners, let's all laugh at Liverpool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, if we're gonna take 2025, we're not quite in May yet, Mr. Waffle, but 2005 we won the FA Cup against Man U. We robbed them. Yeah, that'd be 5 FA Cups by May. 5 FA Cups in 20 years. Embarrassing.
We know the top gooders who laughed at Liverpool. One of them, a few of them need to just sort of go back to sleep and go back in to the ghost town where they belong, mate, or the museum, because they've had their time in the limelight. It's now over for them. You know, your has-beens. Just stay away. Stop trying to reclaim your fame. You had it all and you blew it. So just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
On that bombshell, big up Marco. Lee just watched PSG dominate Liverpool by playing possession football, and I saw Hakimi inverted. Once you have the players, it can be done. It can be done. However, yeah, when you've got a bunch of fucking 6'4" rugby players in your team, yeah, which is what we've got pretty much, that are not very technically sound, yeah, then we're fucked. Like, you can do an inverted one, of course you can. Yeah, like I said, fucking Valverde inverts at Real Madrid. So does Vasquez, sorry, although he's pretty shit. But Valverde can invert because he's a midfielder. But when they've got technically gifted players in midfield like fucking Camavinga, Luka Modric, Brahim Diaz when he plays, then they've got ballers up front that can score goals like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lee,
Mbappe's-
you need to stop doing it. Lee, if you carry on putting mates those names, our ticket prices for Rover Jig are going to go up by another 30 quid.
I'm
mate.
still
Yes.
I'm still waiting for a girl to do his rejuvenated combined 11. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Big up
Who's
to you,
that?
Don.
Cal?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to do his new combined 11. Big up to Scotty. I'd say I did break one record this season. When Arsenal played Man City away, they spent 9 minutes 4 seconds taking 3 kicks. Premier League record. No, that's crazy. We've been booked for time wasting twice when we're 1-1. Our goalkeeper twice on goal kicks has been booked this season. Yeah, Chelsea away. Yeah, and Brighton at home when it was 1-1 both games.
Next season, they're bringing in the new rule to 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
Do you know what they
Yeah.
should have done, Jez? They should have done 8 seconds first time. Yeah, and if you do it again in the same match, because they give a corner, didn't they now? That's what they're going to do next season. Yeah, it's going to be 8 seconds, then a corner. What they should have done is the second time you do it in the same game, it's a penalty. Yeah, watch how quick they fucking stop it then. Yeah, in fact, fuck the corner. Just give him a penalty. Big up Daryl, bro. Second place is first loser. Ricky Bobby. Sell him, brother. Yeah, if you ain't first, you've lost. But listen, I am 7 minutes late for this watch along. We're on the La Liga 2 watch along. Matty, you'll love a bit of that, mate. Yeah, La Liga 2. CD Castellón versus Deportivo La Coruña. Let's see if our boy Charlie Patino's in the starting 11, shall we? He's not been in the squad for the last 8 games.
Hey, I hope you're gonna be enjoying the international break, because I will.
Yeah, you will. Well, I'll be watching Spain against Holland, mate, in the quarterfinals. They have the Nations League. So Lee Gonzalez back in the building.
Before we go,
I can't get excited over the qualifiers, I'm afraid.
Before we go, gentlemen, I know exactly what David Rea was saying to Declan Rice yesterday. He was saying Roberto Di Matteo.
Right, 1-0. Roberto Di Matteo, mate. Right, Deportivo just got 1-0 up. Right, their shirt looks like their shirt looks like a Norwich shirt. They're playing in Norwich colours.
Yeah.
Roberto Matteo, mate.
Roberto Di Matteo, mates.
And I'll tell you what, the teams that are coming up next season ain't going to be like the Ipswiches and the Leicesters and the Southamptons of this season.
Nope.
Leeds home, and if Leeds get up home and away, that's going to be a tough one.
Charlie Patino's made the bench today, guys. That's the first time he's been called up to the squad in 9 or 10 games. Next Aaron Ramsey, apparently.
You ever been to Ellen Road?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't wait to get home. Couldn't wait to get home.
Mate, put this Deportivo game on, mate. Yeah, you wait. Look at the skill of this number 10. Yeah, watch the goal. He then ball rolls the goalkeeper, mate. Fucking bro, I swear down, bro. He ball rolled the fucking defender. Yeah, flips it from right foot to left foot. Then he ball rolled the goalkeeper and taps it in. This is second division of Spain.
What's Mallorca like, Lee? Lee, what's Mallorca like?
Menorca or Mallorca?
In Mallorca, in the Spanish league, is it?
Oh, Mallorca. Oh, Mallorca. Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
they're hard work, mate. They're shit houses. They got a Kosovan geezer up front. The Kosovan Ibrahimovic, mate. Yeah, fucking Makiri. He's a shit house, mate. There's all arms and elbows and fucking. It's got
dirty side.
Yeah, dirty fucking big gap in his teeth, big fucking fold. He looked.
They're
He's
quite
like
an age team, aren't they? They've got a lot of players over 30, haven't they, in their team?
Yeah, they're. Do you know what they are? Yeah, they're fucking workhorses. Yeah, they'll run their bollocks off, and they got a little bit of tech as well. But then they've got. Do you know who they've got up front? Do you remember we had Takuma Asano at our team? Yeah, he's up front.
Wow,
he scored the other day as well. Yeah, they got Abdon Prats. He looks like a 70s porn star, German porn star, bruv. He's got some big tash. He does. He's got some big tash and some squared.
They're doing all right, though, aren't they? They're at the top half, aren't they? What, like 6, 7,
yeah,
something like
about 6th or 7th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pablo Maffei. They got some. I'll tell you who is good. I'll tell you who is good for them. Their fucking goalkeeper. He's unreal. Yeah, it's called Grief. Yeah, we've had a lot of that this season. Maybe we should sign him.
It just goes to show with the right coaching what you can achieve, isn't it? That's all I'm saying.
And that manager's only just got there because the manager that was there before. Who's he managed now, lads? He went off to international. Who did he manage? Is it Uruguay? Is he the Uruguay manager now? Their manager before, because he got them to the Copa del Rey final last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they lost to Bilbao. But
That's
he's
what I'm
a good
saying.
Mexico. That's it. He's Mexican. He's Mexico's manager, the former guy. But he got them to the final last year. Yeah, and they lost to Bilbao, and the new manager's come in, and he's smashing it. So yeah, but listen, big up to everyone who's locked in. Yeah, Bielsa, sorry,
Big up, Lee. Thank you very much.
Jezza, what you got coming up? Shout your channel out, mate. It's pinned comment.
Well, we've got the amazing weekly show tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, with Kenny and DJ B. We're going to talk about our best 10 Arsenal strikers of all time in history. I'm still working on it, boys. I've changed it many times. I keep changing it, mate, it's going to be a nightmare. And yeah, 6 o'clock tomorrow.
I've got something controversial.
Go on.
But I'll say it for the show. But there's one player, there's one striker that I think is better than Aubameyang. But I know Lee, Matty, and you guys won't have it. But
I got an idea. I think I know what he's talking about.
You know I'm talking about Matty, and he was better than Aubameyang.
All right, keep it quiet then. We have it for tomorrow. And yes, that's tomorrow. And then I think 8 o'clock Wednesday night, I'm on with another show. And you know me, I'm just a whore. I go around everybody's channels.
Stream whore, yeah.
I think I should set up one of them, what they call it. What's it called, Lee?
OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans, yeah.
I've got a couple of mates that can help you out there, Jez, if you're after.
You're going to need to bring your wig back out, though, mate. You're going to need your Calafiori wig back out.
Yeah, the Calafioris and that. Yeah, flicks them up, guys. Big up to Jez, man. DJ, what you got coming up, mate?
Yeah, I've got. I might be popping on with on Aaron's channel for a bit tonight, just for a little bit. Obviously, the great Jez's History channel tomorrow, and possibly with Dan as well at some point tomorrow night. So yeah. All good. As I say, I'm a bit like Jez. I'm sort of float around everywhere, but not as legendary as Jez, I'm afraid. But
now get out of here. So you can shut that up right fucking now. Shut up.
Big up Matty. Link in the pinned as well. Sorry. Oh my days, smash that. Oi, fucking up. I'm telling you now, this game has already been better in 11 minutes here than that Arsenal Chelsea game. The level of technical ability is insane, and this is second division. Anyway, go on, Matty.
Hey, man, I think I'm off for the most of the rest of it. Well, no, Wednesday, me and Tony Clark Gunn, I'm going to put him in check, bring him back down to reality. So I talked to him on Wednesday. And then next week, the deluded Gunner on Monday. We're trying to figure out what time that's going to be. It's going to probably be early that day, of course. We'll be doing the real talk. And that's it, man. That's it. I'm going to enjoy Arsenal free. I'm going to take some time and de-escalate myself from Arsenal for a couple of weeks. So I'm thrilled.
Yeah. Nice one. Kenny, always love, mate. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972. What you got coming up, bro?
I'm with Jess tomorrow because we're going to go for our top strikers. And then after that, at 8 o'clock, I've got Dan. And then I've got Deluded Guna on Wednesdays, a weekly show that he likes us to do. So, and obviously, I'm going to enjoy the international break because, it's, well, you know what? I want to see Thomas Tuchel's first game as England manager.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, with Rashford. Good one.
And the cricket season's looming. The cricket season.
There's I think there's the IPL. The IPL's cup is round the corner, and then obviously yesterday
do a cricket show.
Give me the
road. A couple of us in this panel like cricket, thankfully.
Big up to Dinesh as well, man. He said you're right about India. It was the Indian government said not to play in Pakistan government because not stopping some terrorists or something. There you go. Yeah. There you go. The number 17, the number 17 and the number 10 for Deportivo are better than Odegaard. Yeah, Matty, check out Jeremy Hernandez's goal. Yeah, tell me when Odegaard can do that.
There is boxing, SG, but it's actually in Australia. George Kambosis was meant to be fighting for an eliminated for the world title. His opponent pulled out. And Sky Nicholson is fighting as well. She's defending a featherweight title. So that's the only boxing I can think of.
Lee, breaking news. Breaking news. Manchester United has decided to raise ticket prices.
course they have.
Yeah.
That club's dusted, mate. That club's finished. But listen, we are going to wrap. Yeah, I'm going to go bathroom quickly. And this game's 13 minutes in. The stadium's full. It's end to end, and the tech is teching. It's better than what we watched at the weekend yesterday. But bless up to the panel. Bless up to you guys.
Big up, Lee. Thanks a lot, mate.
Rate the other channel. I'll be there in literally about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll watch some proper football. We're out. Yeah, this Jeremy Hernandez is a baller. Trust me, the goal he scored tonight is crazy.
Roberto Di Matteo,
mate.
Roberto Di Matteo, mate.
Come on, Jezza.
Space does me in.
One. Right, they just sat back and fucking given up. 1-1. Suero, Bosh. All right, what a cross as well. Laters.
Latest, guys.
See ya.
Raid the chat.